Got nobody on here yet. We'll wait. Oh, gosh. Oh, boy, I've got a bunch of you on already. You found it. Okay. I went to check and try and put a note, and you're back. Okay, cool. I'm so sorry, guys. This is just so frustrating. I don't know what to do. Hi, guys. I need a hug. This is making me a little frustrated. Okay. So where the heck were we? All right. So we had that last thing of the it's kind of odd because you guys were on here. I'm going to show you that again one more time where we left off, I guess. I'll just repeat it for those who aren't there. We got Mark. Hi, Mark. Nice to see you, Mark. Thank you for letting me know you're here. We had a problem with the first one. I go through all of this effort to put it up ahead of time and put all this stuff that YouTube wants in there with descriptions and keywords and all of this garbage that you do on them, and then you lose it, and it's so frustrating. I almost need a minty drink already, and it's only 2:30 in the afternoon. Okay, but I'm not. I have my Cali tea, so all right. I don't know if Mark was there. Were you there before, Mark? Basically, I'll just run over since we've lost the whole thing. I picked a bunch of roses today for my garden. I had oodles of roses. All right, so I'm going to run through what we already talked about. Basically, Fauci is going down big time. Everybody likes to hear that, so let's do that over again. So let me show you how we know that. I'm going to get you some stuff here if I can view them smaller. All right. View, zoom out. View. All right, I'm just getting things on the proper size here because a little flustered today. All right, so here's how we know about Fauci. I'm going to play it again, and you'll see. I'm going to move it over here so you can find it quickly. It's always fun to watch this, isn't it? I love what Trump does. All right, so here's what Trump posted. When was this posted? Yesterday at 1:14. Trump posted, "It's time." Okay, and I'm just gonna one more time run past this. Can't make it smaller though, but that's all right. I'll get it down. I'll do it. All right. So that's Trump telling us that it's time with a party thing. So we can expect Fauci to be arrested or indicted or something. Now, also, I told you guys on the other one, I'm going to go over what we had on the old stream so that I can make this a full comprehensive stream of what I wanted to talk about. But in case you guys don't know, Fauci is scheduled to testify before Congress tomorrow. We don't expect he's already dead. I know you're looking at a clone. Like I said before, Mark, it wouldn't surprise me in the least bit if he is already gone. I hope to heck he is already gone. I know we're watching a movie. There's so many signs of it. But until I have definitive knowledge of that, I don't want to, say something that may not be the case. So I need some kind of validation of that. But anyway, let me put me back on. So he's testifying tomorrow before Congress. We expect him to either take the fifth or lie as he did before. And like Mark said, he may already be gone, executed. We don't know, but it's all got to be played out. Oh, Helen's here. Hi, Helen. I have to get Tim to get me on. I'm going to send you an email, sweetheart, about meeting up. I've had a really flustered week. I was talking about earlier with trying to get through some of the emails with Dan on crystals specifically. So I don't know how I'm going to play that by ear kind of and do bits and pieces at a time rather than putting one big thing together, because I'm very remiss in my ability to understand what he was trying to tell me on crystals. It's very technical. It talks about different angles and formulas in sacred geometry, and it's way above my head. So I'm having to learn, because I never learned it when he first sent it to me because I was too busy with everything else. So I'll be going through those. And hi, Tony. And we'll be looking at those. The first one that will be coming out. Yeah, hold on. Tim's telling me he can't view it. Started a new one. Had to start another. Had to start a new stream. Okay. All right. Everybody's telling me. I know. What is with this? Do they not want me to talk about this? So anyway, the next thing we've got on Fauci was this is one of the things that's going to come up that you're going to see. And I know it's a repeat for some of you guys. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But Fauci testified before Congress previously that he has never lied about anything, or never destroyed evidence. That's what he said. He's never destroyed evidence. They already have him on perjury. But this is one of the emails that's been released, and it's from Fauci. And he goes through basically coming up with a bunch of numbers, but it's very clear that this went to a Greg Folkers. Who's Greg Folkers? Let's just see who he is so you guys know. You're looking at this. Folkers, I spelt it wrong. Greg, no, didn't get it right. Darn, I'm sorry, guys. Anybody know who he is? Shout it out. Because they've redacted his email, but they don't have a problem with us knowing his name, apparently. Okay, Greg Folkers is... So, Fauci testified to Congress that he never destroyed any official documents. Greg Folkers is a public health official who served as his longtime chief of staff, as Fauci's chief of staff at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. So the key here is that he was saying that he never destroyed any official documents. And if you look at the bottom of this, you'll see right here, he tells Folkers, please delete this email after you read it. So that's what I suspect you're going to hear a lot of stuff about tomorrow in Fauci's testimony of him destroying official records. Okay, so we went over that on the old stream for those of you that weren't here. Oh, you saw the purple tachyon. Where did you see it, Mark? Let's see. Mine's blue, actually, but okay, we did that. Let me shut that one down. Here's the other thing I wanted to show you. Fauci equals modern medulla. Okay, you guys talking things that I don't know. I'm just a little person sitting here talking to outer space, I guess. All right, let me show you this. Tell me if you can figure out what this means, because I've got my own ideas on it, but this posted, it's a repeat what we just talked about. The libs are going crazy. Then it's just an epic thing. But what I wanted to show you is Trump posted this on Truth Social, actually. And you can see here, he's got a time portal. The past was about to change. History was about to be saved. And he's pulling up Washington Trump X Washington, a time travel epic. So, and of course, it's at Mount Rushmore, and it's got that military helicopter either giving them cover or searching for something. All I got out of this was the time travel portal. It's almost like somebody went back to the days of Washington, isn't it? The past was about to be saved, and history was about to be saved, or something. I can't read that. My eyes are bad, and I can't blow it up on this computer, but I think that's what it says. Anyway, what do you guys think of that thing? Anybody got any ideas? Because I'm like, now he's talking time portals and time travel, and that's from our president of the United States. So he's going to arrest Fauci soon in the movie, and he's talking about time portals. Wild, wild stuff. And then here's another one that I don't know if you guys have seen or not. There's a woman named the governor of Hawaii's Lieutenant Governor, Sylvia Luke, who is a Democrat, and she has been indicted on, just had that. She's been indicted on charges of criminal conspiracy to commit bribery and falsifying reports. And actually, there was a bribe that she received from a lobbyist to grant a COVID contract. There were 4 other people indicted with this woman: the former state rep Ryan Yamane, Ford Fuchigama, the Hawaii Transportation Department official, Leo Asuncion, former official for Hawaii's Public Utilities Commission, and a lobbyist named Toby Solidium. So this is the Lieutenant Governor of Hawaii, and she has now been indicted. And it also, in the indictment, when you go to the indictment, there's something that she did for votes as well. That's the bribes and the payoffs involved voting. So that there is also fraud now that's going to come up in the Hawaii election. So that was in the news, and I thought that was kind of cool. Let me see what else. Fix my thing, right? All right, it didn't fix it. All right, so that, there was one more thing that I had pulled out. Here's the actual indictment. Let me show you that, since I've got it, for this Sylvia et al. And here's their indictment. And you can see here, these are all the people here that were indicted, the Hawaii officials. It's the state of Hawaii that is indicting them. Bribery, 4 counts of bribery, 5 counts, 6 counts, 7 counts of bribery, entering false statements or entries, obstruction of justice, falsifying candidate committee reports, use of false statements or entries, obstruction of justice. She is so SOL, guys. She's going down, and I think we're going to see more than a house arrest situation with this. That's pretty bad. She's been indicted. She's being indicted by her own state that she was the lieutenant governor of. So that's kind of bizarre, isn't it? Then there was, what else did I have? Let me see if there's anything else. I know I had some other stuff. Let me see. And they'll probably come to me, but I know where it's at. Always forget. It's there. You're still with me, right? Okay. Do some thumbs up on it, guys. I know it's been totally screwed up, but doing my best here. Oh, here you go. I did find that. And what it said was, with the time travel thing, it said the past was about to change, history was about to be saved. So think about that one, because that's really the liberals don't understand it. I don't understand it, but it definitely means something here. So He's given us all kinds of comms. All right, let me just go here to this and see what else I've got. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys are on Truth Social or not. Not Truth Social, X or not. If you are, be sure to follow me. I'm going to bring this feed up here and show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. Now, how many of you remember Anthony Fauci? Not Anthony Fauci. Anthony Weiner. Anthony Weiner. And I'm going to tell you guys, you guys got to get on the keyboard here and let me know, because this is something that I know Patricia, I wouldn't want her to see. And I probably won't show you the whole thing. I have seen it. If you want to see it, you can go over to my X. But what is happening now is Frazzle Drip is coming back. And this was a post here. And if you remember, this goes absolutely wild. I wonder if I should play a little bit. I'm going to play a little bit of it, but I'm going to stop it where it gets bad, okay?
Warning, this video contains graphic details concerning the Hillary Clinton sex tape and the horrific acts she committed against a young girl. The footage found on Anthony Weiner's laptop caused some of the most hardened NYPD officers to weep, vomit, and seek psychological help.
They didn't look at a fraction of the emails on Anthony Weiner's laptop.
So who is Anthony Weiner again? You know, this guy and this guy. Things seem to be going pretty great for Anthony. A congressman himself, he was married to Huma Abedin, an American political staffer who was vice chair of Hillary Clinton's 2016 campaign for president of the United States. Abedin seemed to be a sure thing for a Clinton White House. Of course, that was before police began to investigate her husband, Anthony, who was ultimately sentenced to 21 months in federal prison for an illicit online contact with a 15-year-old girl. During its investigation, the FBI found over 15,000 emails on a private email server of Hillary Clinton's. Here's the document showing the seizure of the laptop.
So one of the things, if I were the president, I'd do is demand the Anthony Weiner laptop and get it to the most trusted person in the military to take apart everything on it and then start using it. There's a lot that can be prosecuted, I have no doubt, on that laptop.
So what all was found on this laptop? Well, the NYPD source says that the Weiner laptop has enough evidence to put Hillary away for life. It said that these emails include evidence linking Clinton herself and associates to money laundering, child exploitation, sex crimes with minors, perjury, pay to play through the Clinton Foundation, obstruction of justice, and other felony crimes. It's worth noting that this is not the first time the Clintons have been tied to crimes involving exploitation of children. Remember Laura Silsby, who was convicted of child trafficking? And how about this guy?
Just want to pop in here for a second. That Laura Silsby, that was during Haiti. She was convicted of child trafficking and connected to Hillary Clinton with all those children that were lost in Haiti.
You know, this guy and this guy. Internet sleuth.
And this is about Podesta, who was her campaign manager. And if you went through the emails that came off of her laptop, where he was talking in code with the FBI pedo codes, hot dog, pizza. Let me know if you guys know nothing about this and want to talk about it further, because I'm pretty well versed on it. But I'm going to stop it before it gets too dark. But so we'll continue this a little bit.
Discovered apparent evidence of pedophile code words being used in emails from John Podesta released by WikiLeaks. This was in November of 2016. Hillary Rodham Clinton, just when we think it can't get any worse with some of these corruptions we've heard about her, apparently there was a hidden file on Weiner's laptop with a video in it entitled Insurance Policy. Understand, this is no longer a conspiracy. There were a total of 12 individuals who saw this video, and 9 of those 12 people are dead now.
What the hell's going on here? So far this year, there have been 9 NYPD suicides, 7 since June. Last year, there were a total of 4.
The video is described as pure evil. According to QAnon, the infamous White House insider, President Trump's recent announcement that he is going after high-profile sex offenders is directly related to this video. Now, this is my final warning before I go into detail describing this video. The bad video is of Hillary, Huma, and a little girl. They are terrorizing the child.
I'm getting ready
They
to
filleted the child's face off while she was alive and put it on their faces to further terrorize the child. They were deliberately causing the child's body to release adrenochrome into the bloodstream so they could drink the blood when they bled her out in the satanic ritual sacrifice. This was what caused grown men to become extremely sick, and many needed to seek out psychological help after viewing it. The perpetrators all need to be hung by the neck until dead. These are very psychologically messed up murderers, vile, demented, and soulless demons.
Okay, now I'm going to stop there, guys, because he does show in this video, he does show portions of Frazzle Drip in a very fuzzy manner, but I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. If you do, let me know. I will do it. If one person doesn't want it, nobody sees it. It's really disturbing, and it's not real clear. No. Okay, great. That's all I needed to know. Thank you, Helen. So that is surfacing, and like Vixen said, why is this surfacing again? So we've got Fauci coming out and Trump posting that Fauci is going down. Now we've got this coming out on X. It's about to hit the fan, guys. Stuff is about to hit the fan big time. Let's see what else we have in here. Here's another perv, Iowa Democrat. Just so you know, I don't know where you guys live, but another perv. This is from Libs of TikTok on X, and this is the Iowa Democratic delegate, Juan Himar Hernandez, who ran for the school board, but he's apparently in Iowa running to be a delegate, and he was just arrested for allegedly trying to meet up with a minor for sexual activities. So that's what we're dealing with in our government. There's the one I just showed you. There's the other one I just showed you. Yeah, here's another cool one too. Trump is just going wild here, guys, with this. Let me show you this one. We'll switch over. This is a fun one. Oh, sorry. Watch my face. Didn't mean to do that. All right, you ready? Here we go. We're going to start this one. Coca-Cola and alcohol. And that was actually, that one, guys, hold on. That one was posted by the White House, okay? I mean, this is getting so bizarre. Doesn't do my roses. I know, I love my roses, Mark. They were going wild out there. I'm going to go through the comments and read. Hi, Dragonfly. So can you believe the White House posted that thing? The White House has got Coca-Cola and MAGA hats in outer space, demons being, and look at how they had, who was that? Schumer. They pulled off his face and he was a robot. And I've wondered about that, guys. You know, the whole Mitch McConnell thing, that's become a major joke, right? And I'm wondering how many of these people are robots? We talk about clones. Is that what they're talking about? Are they robots that they've put out there? Because the way Mitch McConnell used to freeze up looked just like a robot running out of energy. So I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of wild stuff, though, what Trump is posting on here. Let's see. Then there's more election integrity stuff. Lindsey Graham, of course, is getting buried and all that stuff. I'm not going to show you the bad stuff there of another illegal raping a child and all that. That we don't need to see that. Now, this is Rand Paul is trolling Fauci. They counted on silence. They counted on secrecy. They never counted on us. The COVID cover-up had layers, and we're uncovering them one by one. This is mine. No, that's not mine. Not on my feed. That's why I'm not seeing this stuff. I wanted to show you. Okay. Let me just see what we got here. Oh, here's another one, guys. Oh, this makes me crazy. A pastor has exposed. This was also on X. And this is my own X thing here. And it was by, I reposted something by Matrix Mysteries on July 25th. Okay, let me make this larger. Hold on. All right. You're going to love this one, guys. The City Council of Paterson, New Jersey is now 100% Muslim. Now, if that doesn't scare you guys, it scares the heck out of me. A city council, 100% Muslim. I can play this.
New Jersey, the city of Paterson, New Jersey. City council just went 100% Muslim. And they implemented elements of Sharia law in the United States, in Paterson, New Jersey. If you think that it's just a benign, different religion, you have never read Islam, nor do you know anything about history. And I highly encourage you to read what Winston Churchill said about Islam. It will absolutely blow your mind. And sadly, Winston Churchill, nobody listened to him because now his country is gone.
It's conquered.
It's conquered. Paterson, New Jersey, the city of Paterson, New Jersey.
So that's how sad it is, guys. Now, I noticed that wasn't brand new, but because there was Charlie Kirk was in there. So that's been a while. But when I saw that, I went, we already have Sharia law and we have Muslims, which we already had Muslims, but 100% of them, Paterson, New Jersey, running it. I'm going to go through some comments here real quick. Let's see. We got our howdy doodies. Why would they let him destroy more people? I'm assuming that you were talking to Mark, and Mark talked about Fauci being gone. Keep in mind, Patricia, Fauci could be very well gone, and they continue. Remember, the Matrix is self-propagating. It goes on whether Fauci is there, whether Hillary Clinton is there, whether Ilhan Omar is there. The Matrix is the design of the entire structure, the controlled structure that we've got. So even without Fauci, you've got people still getting paid to give these shots. You've got people that have been brainwashed to take them, and it's got to be a slow roll. And that video that I showed you guys where Helen said, no, don't show that. That is a prime example of why this is having to go so slow. We were told that it would all be revealed. It's got to come out in bits and pieces. Can you imagine if they just started showing and telling people what was being done with human hunting and cannibalism? And first of all, it would go right over their heads, right? And they wouldn't absorb anything. It's kind of like when Dan was bombarding me with all this stuff about crystals. I'll put me back on. When Dan was bombarding me with all of this stuff about crystals, and it just went right over my head. It was like too much information. And now I'm getting there and I'm understanding what he's saying, but it's so complex that it's taking me a lot of time and I have to stop and I have to think and I have to digest. And that's how disclosure goes. You can't tell people all of this stuff at once. It's got to be doled out like this. So that's what's happening with with Fauci. Fauci could be gone, but the matrix continues. And that's why he may not be doing any of this. He just created the vehicle for it to happen, and then it self-propagates. The matrix itself makes it continue to go as long as insurance companies will pay for it, and as long as people are brainwashed enough to believe that they need it, it's going to continue. So they're going to, Dr. Mengele, Tony. Yep, that's the truth. Helen lost audio? Oh, okay, just you. Okay. Well, Helen, before you came on, we had so many problems. I had to restart this all over again. And I took great pains last night in creating the thumbnail for it and creating everything that YouTube wants. And then it just jammed up on me. So I'm like, these live streams are just difficult. I'm struggling through them. Hi, Vixen. I'm struggling through them. So I thank you guys for dealing with me having to learn all this. The Data Deception Center, they are stealing the water, pumping it into their underground cities. I don't know. I've heard they're stealing the water, but actually, from what I'm hearing is it's zero. They don't use any. They capture it all in these newer systems. They might have been old ones, but in the newer systems, they are capturing all of the water and reusing it. So yeah, there's an initial amount. I actually went through and calculated at one point the volume of water that's used on these data centers, but the newer ones will not be using anything. Something's going on with the data centers. And there was another thing, it'll come to me, that I wanted to tell you guys, which is basically on that same thing. There, another fear porn that's going on, that they've got going on. I'll have to see what I did. I know I posted to it. I love it. Time travel. Exactly. There was a series on Trump travel on Jetson White on Rumble. That might be interesting to look at. Yes. I'll take a look at that. That was, I don't know these people, so I don't really keep up with all that. So if you guys tell me, and if it's something that I think might be beneficial, then I'll take a look at it. But I go strictly by what I'm drawn to and what I'm repelled by. The last president freak. We're talking about Anthony Fauci being a freak. Yeah, I know. I hope they don't mess up my roses too. I don't think I'm anywhere near there, but near being important enough for them. But I go in Walmart and see the missing children's board. It's ran by the Clintons. Yeah, exactly. They know where they are. Yep. John Podesta was so evil. There's another video at Comet Pizza, and this is back to Pizzagate. Everything comes around. It was all seeded back then, guys. And don't think for 1 second that this all wasn't coordinated, because I believe it was. Even with Julian Assange, that guy's going to get free as soon as he's safe. And he will, I think, be back if he wants to be. But he was an intimate part of this whole thing. He was integral to it all, because he's the one that started the whole drip of these people being Satan, and actually they would call it Luciferians. But he's the one that basically put those emails out there and blew everything up. Many of us knew it all before that, but he's the one that got it into the mainstream. So I think Podesta's gone, but there was a video that was, it was actually an audio with a little child in a basement and just cowering. And you could tell it was Podesta's voice. It was so clear. I don't know if any of you remember that, but that was also in that drop of the documents. Frazzle drip. Why would, yeah, we went through that. We didn't get to see it the first time. Maybe now. I don't think you want to see it, Vixen. I don't know. You may, but suffice to say, you heard what they did to this child. And it got worse in there. And I didn't want to traumatize anybody, but it got worse. They killed children there. They raped them in multiple